How you doing? Thank you for joining me today. We're going to be listening to a little bit of Lucy Thomas again. Now, okay, who does she think she is, this little whippersnapper? First, she takes on Whitney Houston. Then she takes on Eva Cassidy's version of Over the Rainbow. She took on Celine Dion and Andrea Bocelli in The Prayer. And now she's taking on Babs. Barbra Streisand, The Way We Were. Okay. Okay. I feel confident now. She's taken on all of the powerhouse singers, all of the divas, all of the, biggies out there so far, flawlessly. And even little Martha has kicked it up a couple of notches. And I've got to get Martha on some of these reactions as well. I love their duets. I know that there's a handful of them you guys have requested, but this has been requested as well, that we do the song The Way We Were, Barbra Streisand. Wow, okay. What guts? What guts? Let's go. Her vibrato, even in her humming, just perfect. Projection, even in the humming.
Memories like the corners of my mind, misty watercolor memories of the way we were.
Al, you're going to have to forgive me, my buddy, my old pal, my bestie across the oceans. I think she's probably the best vocalist I've ever heard. Could be. Okay, so look, her style, her projections, her awareness of the power and the pause and just being slightly off the tempo purposefully, knowing when to refrain, when to project, when to implement her vibrato, her tone, her abilities of nailing the notes. And I don't believe that there's much post in this. Now, there could be auto-tune, all of that. I've just heard too much from her so far that's clearly not post, because you can hear background crackles and pops and little noises and stuff and movements. And so you can sometimes tell, there's no real polished up work on the vocals, and it just is still just as rock solid. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if this was no exception to that rule. Now, she's clearly in a production kind of situation here, so there might be some post. But even so, man, just wow, at her age, even. Come on.
Of the way
now,
we were.
the only thing that I'd like to see more of in her projection is to look more into the camera, to look more into our eyes as she's singing, maybe look off a little bit, but she does a lot of looking this way, then she'll close her eyes and come this way, and she'll never she very rarely goes right into the camera. It could be just my imagination, but let's look. I'm just going to go back. Let's watch. Let's go. Who's going to object to going back to the beginning? Come on now. And some people have to look off,
Wow. The corners of my mind.
I'm bored. I've already discovered the best vocalist in the world. What's next in life? Let's see. How can you get better? Seriously. Seriously. I'm looking off to the distance too, because sometimes you have to just look off to just gather your thoughts, and this is the way she's singing. It'd just be nice to connect more, right, with the camera a little bit as you're singing, right? But maybe even as you're reacting. How you guys doing? Nice to see you. So, Lucy, I can't believe how young she and her sister are and their abilities at this stage in life. Throw another 10 years of maturity in her vocals. She won't be able to be beat by anybody. By anybody. Sorry, Al. Love you, man. But, you know what I'm saying?
Of the smiles we left behind, smiles we gave to one another, for the way we were.
Slightly different than Barbara's. I like the fact she changes it a little bit.
Can it be that it was all so simple then? Or has time rewritten every line? If we had the chance to do it all again, tell me, would we?
There's a refrain. Adequate power, beautiful. Look at, could we, would we, the whole thing, and she's coming down in her power. The power is still there. The power is still projecting. It's projecting in a very confident, good, forceful way, and at the same time, sounding refrained a bit. It's not like she's come down to a whisper, but there's a difference. There's something different. There's something different. Like Bill Murray said in Groundhog Day at the very end, something's different. Something's different with her because look, listen to what I'm talking about. Like she's going to come off of that bridge and then she's going to slow it down, but it's still just clear as day, strong as ever, but refrained. Whoa, man. And, oh, just, wow.
Could we memories maybe beautiful and yet what's too painful to remember? Choose to forget. So it's the laughter.
You see, she's in it. She's like with the laughter and she's nodding her head. She's just feeling every note. She's interpreting it well. She's just, and again, I just love how an artist will dance around the actual beat and come in late, come in early. It's just kind of that cool flow. It's just so cool. And now this is, there are some subtle differences in some of her notes that she's singing compared to what Barbara's sung, but I think it's kind of true, as far as a cover is concerned. It's more of maybe a tribute kind of cover, sticking to it. Some of her other covers that she's done, she's kind of made her own. She's kind of redefined the song and thrown enough differences in it to make it go, oh wow, this is really cool. Now she's really kind of sticking to Hoyle on this one. She's just kind of like sticking to the original, which is beautiful, with just a little subtleties here and there that are just changed up just a bit. She did the same thing with the prayer. You know, she had enough of her ranges and stuff that she shifted and went down in range when she would have gone up as far as the true song is. And she's doing subtle things here as well, but sticking to the menu, kind of sticking to the ingredients of the song originally. But man, go listen to Barbra Streisand's song, The Way We Were. It's a perfect song, okay? It is a perfect song. I don't think that anyone can do it as good as Barbra did it. And again, I know you guys hate it, want to compare, but too bad. It's my reaction. It's the way I relate. It's the way I try and relate to, gosh, I've heard this before. What is it like? You know, and you can't help but compare, especially when you step up and you're going to take on Barbra and you're going to sing her song and you're going to put it out there for everyone. You're begging to be compared. Okay, so comparing her to Barbra, just as good. Just as good. I almost hesitate in saying it because Barbra is an incredible powerhouse. I think Barbra would be really touched by this rendition. Wow. And I'm jaw dropped. Like, I'm literally jaw dropped when I'm listening to her sing. I'm literally in a state of, I'm blown away. I am blown away. Nice little run.
Whenever we remember the way we were, the way we.
She's gonna look into the camera on the very end. You watch. She's amazing. Oh, she never looked in the camera. Okay. Wow. This is a great time to be alive. This is a great time to be living. Imagine all of those wonderful artists out there. I mean, she should go on American Idol if she hasn't already. Maybe she has. Guys, tell me if she's been in American Idol or The Voice or one of these big things. She needs to go out. She needs to go on this show. She needs to be put out there, you know, and shown to the world. Everyone's got to see this. This is one of those things, like when Carrie Underwood came on to the American Idol show years ago. I remember seeing her step up, and my wife and I were watching and listening to Carrie, and we both looked at each other and we said, she's going to win. There was no question. It's like, yep, Carrie's going to win. And look at her today. Carrie's such a beautiful, incredible singer. All Lucy needs is a heightened level of discovery, and she's gone. She may already be there. I don't know enough about Lucy right now. Lucy, I don't know if you're watching this. I'd love to. I would love to interview you. I'd like to be able to talk to you and Martha someday. It'd be so cool to be able to just go, hey, let's Zoom it. You know, let's record it and put it out there for everyone to see. I gotta pick the brain. I feel like a mad scientist. I just want to get into the brain and just, you know, look at it and go, what the heck is this? What is that? You know, and just kind of go, what happened? How does a person do this?